Alright, guys, what's going on? It's me, the Dark Knight. We're gonna be here discussing another Dragon Ball topic. But before we do that, let's talk about that trash intro. Like, who the hell made that, bro? Oh, wait, I made that.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
Oh. Oh, damn, I'm kind of garbage, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I made that. Alright, but for real, that's me. I'm gonna be messing with the intro a little bit. It's not good. I don't know if it's gonna be as long as a minute permanently, but I'll have to like mess with it, see what's going on there. But anyways, like let's just go into what we're gonna be discussing today. And what we're gonna be discussing today is like I've been asked this a lot. So we're gonna be doing Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks versus Vegito Blue from the future.
What? What the fuck?
And I'm gonna be explaining to you guys why Trunks would like take a dump on Vegito Blue's body. He would murk him so hard. I'm gonna explain to you guys why it's gonna be such a ravage beating. It's not even gonna be funny. It's not even, you're not gonna be wait, why are you laughing? You're laughing at the idea Trunks is gonna be can't beat Vegeta Blue. What? My boy Trunks and murk him, bro. Don't laugh at him. But anyways, let's just keep on going. Alright, let's just jump right into the rabbit hole and get to the points of why Vegito Blue would get smacked. Alright, so I already see a lot of people use this statement that's on your screen to debunk that Corrupted Zamasu will not scale anywhere near Vegito Blue via mission. Okay, yes, Corrupted Zamasu is important to all of this, and therefore neither would Trunks. But there are two like debunks for that. One, you can literally interpret this as Zamasu just acknowledging that Vegito got stronger. Not that he himself is weaker than Vegito Blue. There's two interpretation sets. So I could already just leave it at that and just call it a day. And two, even if this is true, we literally see Zamasu in the fight adapt to Vegito Blue and push him back at times. This fight was not a one-sided fight. You guys have to realize that. Like, Vegito Blue started off murking, and then you slowly see Zamasu actually pushing Vegito Blue back. And we also literally see him increase his power by growing in size, right? And this is due to the fact that Fusamasu has Goku Black's infinite potential to get stronger, since the Corrupted Zamasu is literally a fusion of Goku Black like adaptability, like his insane plot armor adaptability, and Zamasu's immortality. But the only difference is that when Fusamasu got severely damaged by Goku's like Kamehameha, Black not having immortality was disrupting Zamasu's immortality, and because of that, he basically lost the immortality and could not regenerate. But he was still getting stronger from like Goku Black. Like Goku Black's like genes took over Zamasu not having immortality, and that's why he started getting so much stronger in their fight. And this is why they need someone like this is why Goku and Vegeta and like Wasu said that they need someone like something way more powerful to take on Corrupted Zamasu, and that's why Goku and Vegeta had to fuse. And this is confirmed again by the Supreme Kai that Corrupted Zamasu is not regenerating at all, but rather his body is just slowly degrading, right? So when Vegeta Blue stabs Zamasu in the chest with his spirit sword, and Zamasu feels no pain, it's not because he's immortal. As it's been like I've already showed you already that he's not immortal. But it's right that Zamasu is just increasing in strength and just tank the attack out of pure strength because he was strong enough to do it, right? And yes, in Dragon Ball, your durability does scale with your strength. So if you're stronger than someone by a good bit, you'll be able to tank their attacks. And if you're tanking their attacks like nothing, that means you're stronger. It's vice versa.
I'll get you, bitch. Get on the ground. Turn around.
So they both go up with each other. It's not just like a one-way field to the circus, to the clown. I mean, even though that's where the Vegito fans should be heading, but it's not just a one-way ticket to the circus. But anyways, so yes, even if you want to use this quote to say that Kurt Zamasu started off weaker, then all you have to say is that because of the potential he got from Goku Black, he was getting stronger throughout the fight, which we literally saw. And that's how he tanked Vegeta Blue's Spirit Sword. Now, if you want to say that the Spirit Sword isn't Vegeta Blue's at his full power, then let's just take a look at what happens next, shall we? This is like really important. So Corrupt Zamasu, he starts increasing in size and he gets even more powerful on top of him already like going blow for Vegito Blue, he's getting even more powerful than this. Despite already tanking Vegito's attacks, I wouldn't say he literally just took like a spirit sword like it was nothing without feeling any pain. So despite already tanking this, he's growing even more powerful than this. And Vegito Blue actually does acknowledge that his body has all this rage and strength, but this Zamasu can't even keep up like Vegito Blue's speed. Right? He's saying, "Oh, you got okay, so look at all the strength you got, but where's your speed at? You got no speed, Zamasu. You're lacking. Your legs, those ankles are lacking. I'm gonna break them." So we get like this perfect cell type of vibe where Zamasu, he's increasing his body, it increased his strength, but it's lowered his speed like by a good bit. Like it's literally like we get this like grade 3 type of vibe, and Cell does it too. It's not necessarily grade 3, but it's more the concept of increasing your muscles to like for just pure strength and ignoring the disadvantages it would have on your speed, and it does make you slower. Anyways, what happens next is Vegito, he throws his final Kamehameha, and I'm gonna let y'all see what happens in the clip.
I thought your body was supposed to be the ultimate symbol and the weapon of your righteous rage, but it can't even keep up with me, can it? It ends now! Final Kamehameha! Behold my perfect divinity! Be perfect in hell!
So as y'all can see, Vegito Blue throws his final Kamehameha, which is the final flash, and the Kamehameha, which are both key moves that amp the user when they use it, and yet this attack didn't even affect Zamasu at all. And we've already established that Zamasu's regeneration from his immortality was not in effect. He wasn't immortal. He's not immortal. Stop saying he's immortal, you Vegito fanboys. And don't even think about coming in with this headcanon argument of, "Oh, Vegito Blue's final Kamehameha was suppressed because he's Vegito and he never tries."
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
None of that only crap, please. Just if you're gonna say that, walk away.
Now get out! What? Get out!
Because we see in the episode preview prior to this episode that Goku admits that they'll be putting in as much of their strength into it as they can, and that they might have an effect, meaning they do not definitely know. They don't know for definitive whether or not their attacks are phasing Zamasu. And I've showed definitive evidence already that Zamasu is growing stronger and tanking Vegito's attacks without immortality, which if you want to see again that clip again, you can always rewind the video. You feel me? You feel me? You can always hit that rewind button.
Yeah! It's rewind time!
And another thing is that because of the final Kamehameha that Vegito used, they ended up like defusing, which would mean Vegito would have to put a substantial amount of power into the technique to cause it himself to defuse like that in the first place. And yes, Vegito does land a good punch at Zamasu's face, but even then, Zamasu is able to like take this punch relatively well, with like a little bit of smoke that disappears like seconds later. So even if this punch that Vegito did didn't really it didn't really cause any like permanent like substantial damage. It wasn't really anything special. Alright, so now we have proved beyond a definitive doubt that Vegito Blue is weaker than Corrupt Zamasu. Get mad, Vegito fanboys. Get mad, 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 get mad.
You shut the fuck
But
up!
also,
You shut the fuck
let it
up!
get you a little bit.
You shut the fuck up!
It'll be now that we've proved that, it's gonna be fairly easy to prove why Trunks will be stronger than this Vegito Blue with his Spirit Bomb absorb type of powers. A bing a ba-doom. So Trunks, he's able to absorb the Spirit Bomb that I wouldn't even say he gathered it. It was just like it just started off these like Earthlings like trying to hype up Trunks, and it kind of just went from there. But anyways, I explained this in my Kepler versus Vegito Blue video why Trunks got such a big amp from absorbing a spirit bomb with a couple of humans and like Goku and Vegeta, which link will be in the description. But the point is that he did get stronger from absorbing the spirit bomb. And yeah, with that, let us roll the clip of Zamasu trying to fight Trunks. Okay, so as y'all just saw, my boy Trunks was coming in saucy dossy, smacking the crap out of corrupted Zamasu with his spirit bomb absorb power. The picture you can see on screen, this is a literal strength feat for Trunks, as Trunks is able to overpower Zamasu, while Zamasu is trying to push back the sword as much as he can, which this alone proves that Trunks is already stronger than Vegito Blue because he's stronger than corrupted Zamasu, who we just proved to be stronger than Vegito Blue. It's pretty much common sense, people. Like, come on now.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
And Trunks is also able to penetrate this Zamasu with this power, and corrupted Zamasu even comments on like what is this type of power and it's overwhelming him, even though Zamasu's felt the power of both Vegito Blue and his final Kamehameha. It's just really implying that Trunks is stronger. Like, I really don't see how you could rank Vegito Blue to be above Trunks when there's so much evidence that shows otherwise. It just really baffles me how these Vegito wankers really work. But even more evidence is when we see that Trunks' sword actually leaves permanent like damage on corrupted Zamasu. Whereas Vegito Blue, he couldn't do that. He could not do that. He could not leave any scratch. But Trunks penetrates him, and we see this white ooze, a substance coming out of him. He left damage on Zamasu. And with this, Trunks, he's able to vaporize and finish off corrupted Zamasu once again, something Vegito Blue could not do. So now that we are done with that, we can finally establish the fact Trunks with the Spirit Bomb sword is stronger than Future Arc Vegito Blue. And you Vegito Blue fans, just keep crying. Keep crying. Go on, I want to hear those tears. Keep crying, boys. Keep crying. Keep crying. Keep crying. Keep crying.
No, don't pull. No. Ah! Damn.
But just keep crying. Here. Let me just get the world's smallest violin for y'all real quick.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin. This is serious. I know. This really is the world's smallest violin. See?
Alright, now this last part of the video will be dedicated to debunking these couple arguments I saw that video wankers trying to make in such in desperation because they can't accept the fact that Vegito is a clown.
I look like a fucking clown to you?
Okay, so let's talk about the first argument. The first argument I want to debunk right away is that the notion that Zamasu barely tries, and the only time he was trying was against Vegito, and that would mean that since Zamasu wasn't trying as much against Trunks as he wasn't getting Vegito, that means Vegito's stronger.
Are you stupid or something?
It's a really weird argument. Like, you can already see it's a weird argument. Yeah, this argument's like pretty garbage for the simple fact that we've seen Zamasu try numerous times in the anime against Trunks and Vegeta in the Beam Clash. Zamasu literally states that they will not win against the power of his light, and yet Trunks and Vegeta are able to win against his light. And Zamasu is very surprised when this happens, showing that Trunks and Vegeta combined beam was stronger than Zamasu's Divine Wrath, the one he was going to use to kill everybody. And Zamasu shouldn't be pretty pissed off after this beam clash, and now goes to fire another one against Goku. And also another thing to show that Zamasu is trying is that he's like literally like yelling at Goku.
You will never best me, you filthy mortal!
water in this beam clash. Well, I mean, it's more of a ki spear versus beam clash, but y'all know what I mean. And yet Goku he's just able to overpower Zamasu with his own full power, and it just causes like Zamasu to like scream in pain immediately after. But Zamasu said that both Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks that they wouldn't beat him, and yet even while acting aggressive towards him, he loses both times. It almost seems as if Zamasu's underestimating people he's up against and tries to actually beat them and still loses. But the point is here is that Zamasu both he's shown to be trying in both the Vegeta and Trunks beam clash and his clash with Goku, showing the fact that when Zamasu is being matched in power or is being pushed back, he does assert power to try and beat it, and he ends up failing. So no, Zamasu does try when he needs to. He does try, like every other villain in this entire series, tries to go full power when they're being pushed back. It's literally shown almost all the time. Also, we literally see in Kai that to even be able to go up against a key ball attack or a death ball attack or whatever you really call it, you have to be relative to the user outputting the blast. Otherwise, the blast will absorb your blast. Let's roll the clip.
It doesn't matter how much we throw at it.
Come on! We'll turn into caramels or cookies or cupcakes or whatever you want. Just stop!
So I don't really know why Zamasu will be suppressed in this moment, especially since we see him try to push his sword back, but he's struggling to push it back, followed by him grunting a lot to push. He's literally grunting to push it back. You could literally hear him grunting to push it back. And you're gonna tell me that he's suppressed even though he's grunting? If you're grunting to push, if you're seen trying to push something back and you're grunting, it's kind of common sense that that person's trying to push it back with all his might, and he can't. We literally see this all the time. Like Goku versus Jiren the first time, Goku literally you could literally hear Goku making all these noises while he's fighting Jiren, and Jiren's just calm and collective. Meaning he's not trying. And then Jiren versus on Goku, you could literally hear Jiren making all this noise, he's making all this grunting, he's yelling a lot. It goes to show that he's literally trying. It's literally stated that he's at full power. So we know that when characters make noises, that yelling and stuff while the other character is calm, that means the one character is struggling a lot even at full power. So it almost seems as if Zamasu is trying to push the sword back as much as he can so he doesn't die to a filthy mortal. But yes, those claiming that Zamasu was suppressed here, the burden of proof. We've showed enough proof that he wasn't. The burden of proof would then fall on them they would have to definitively prove their claim of Zamasu being suppressed against Trunks, but they would also have to refute the evidence that we have shown that Zamasu was clearly trying against them and does try when he's being pushed in a corner. They would have to show a lot of evidence, and that they cannot do because it is impossible. There's also this other weird argument that Vegito Blue is faster than Trunks and will speed blitz him, but this is a really headcanon argument because all we know is that Vegito Blue is far faster than Trunks and Zamasu. But at the same time, Trunks, you literally see in the fight, was also overwhelming the same Zamasu, and as we established, was stronger than him. And it's not that he's stronger. You could literally see Trunks in the fight. He has a speed advantage as well. So they both had a speed advantage over Zamasu, but Trunks was even stronger than Vegito Blue. We already know. We've already confirmed that to be the case. And another thing is, Trunks would actually most likely be faster than Vegito Blue. And hear me out real quick. So remember, Ki amplifies all stats, not just strengths. So if Trunks went from being weaker than Vegito Blue to being stronger than Vegito Blue by absorbing Ki, then the likely case is that he would have also gained speed faster than Vegito, and he would have also gained durability tankier than Vegito Blue. But this is all you can really do is just argue like what's more possible. There's really nothing concrete to show either one's faster, and it's just a really, really strange argument. I can't find any. I've scoured the internet for Vegito Blue versus Trunks arguments, and it's mostly just people like knowing that Trunks is stronger, because most of the smart debaters know that. It's kind of common sense. If you actually watch anime, you'll literally tell it's just common sense. But I found the arguments I did find for Vegito Blue, they were all really like headcanon. They were really these headcanon arguments. I really couldn't find any logical argument on this topic that was completely headcanon. I saw one argument that said Vegito, the final Kamehameha weakened the corrupted Zamasu, but that was never really stated in the show, and that was all like that was never. Not only was it never stated, but Zamasu literally comes out like flying out, like nothing happened at all. It's really weird. These arguments I find for Vegito Blue, it's a lot of headcanon, a lot of like people's personal things, and that's why I want to debate this topic so much, because it's such an easy topic for me to debate, because I know what people do on this topic is all they do is assert their headcanon for Vegito, and if you do that, you will lose the argument. It's just gonna be that plain simple. So with that, I'm gonna end the video on this note and call it a spanking. Vegito fans get mad, give me more dislikes. I would love to see it. Like on my Revolution video, I'll also link that in the description. You guys can check it out. But this was a pretty bad spanking. This really shouldn't even be a debate, but unfortunately, a lot of the community has a mind of Revolution and can't really add two and two together. So, once again, if you want to debate me on this topic, hit me up on my Discord. Link is in the description. And otherwise, you Vegito fans, just keep crying. Just keep eating your own tears. Just keep crying. Just keep crying, man. What are you doing? Why you crying? Oh, makes me a little bit happy there. You're actually crying. Just eat your own tears, man. Come on, you could, you use Headcanon a lot, right? You use Headcanon.
Gay!
You could eat your own tears. It's not that big of a stretch. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, please, 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 I beg of you, stay out of the headcanon. As always, peace.